explanation for moving at the last minute. If you wish to go to alternative main hall and don't have a ticket as of yet, purchase one from Mike Bailey. Hello. That's Mike. For the discounted price of £5 for turning up to the AGM. If you don't get one here and you want to go later, it will cost you £8 in the door. So you can save £3 if you want to buy one from Mike. So if at any point you want to buy a Maple ticket, or alternative Maple tickets from Mike, you just at the back. Okay. We're now going to move on from apologies from officers. The only apologies I've had from Gabriel Oldham, who's the Equal Opportunities Officer, which means that there are a couple of executive officers who are absent. Okay, now we're going to move on to the approval of the AGM minutes for the AGM held in 2010. It's a bit of a democratic oddity that the AGM minutes are approved at each year's AGM. So these minutes that you'll find in your AGM booklet are actually a year old. So if anyone can remember the meeting and notice there's any inaccuracies in the minutes, then please point them out. But I think it does seem a bit odd that you approve each year, but that's the way our constitution is. It is your fault. So as the court, would anyone like to propose the minutes as a true and accurate reflection of the meeting? I'll take John. Anyone like to second? Okay, Chris? Okay. I'll move on to the business. Two committees are for election this year. The first is the Democratic Procedures Committee, or DPC for short. These are the people who help and assist in the organisation and running of the Guild general meetings and the AGM. Heather's a member, and they're dotted around the room in purple t-shirts. There's 6 positions on DPC, and if you'd like to nominate yourself for a position, just scribble your name on the back of your AGM booklet. There's a little tear-off sheet. So scribble your name on there, and write whether or not you'd like to be for a DPC or bilingual committee, which I'll about to say, and then just bring it up to the front and leave it on the table, and we'll have elections towards the end of the AGM. Bilingual committee is open for 4 places of students. The bilingual committee is basically there to advise the Guild and implement the bilingualism policy of Guild students. It's chaired by the Welsh language officer. So there's 4 positions open there. So again, if you want to nominate yourself for that committee, scribble your name on the back of your AGM booklet, write bilingual committee below it, and bring it to the front and get it for the rest.
Some of them want to abuse you. Some of them want to be.
To Mike Buchanan, who is the elected Guild chairperson for next year. He's going to take this part of the meeting for sabbatical reports. Just give a bit of practice at chairing a meeting because it is a bit daunting first time you do it. Maybe that will let you put it down the money. I'll hand over to you, Mike.
Okay, yeah, so as you might be able to do there, we have the self-confidence report, so we can make sure that they did what they said they would do. And so the first book we have none. Yeah,
can I first of all say I'm really glad that you're not using the picture from the GM booklets. I was a bit of a MySpace hole, and it was I'm being ironic, so yeah, this is meaning. Okay, guys, I'm going to try and keep this as short and snappy as possible because I know how Simon gets annoyed with me. As you're all aware, it's been an extraordinarily challenging 2 years for myself in the position of Guild President, and last year if you told me that Aberystwyth would be charging £9,000 for the next academic session starting 2012, I'd have probably told you to get lost or jump off a cliff or whatever. I thought it would be impossible. We've seen a complete sea change in the way that higher education is going to be functioning. So I think it's appropriate that a segment of my report back to you is on the fees and funding situation. I hope that all of you are now aware that the University Council took the decision on Monday last week to go for the upper limit for fees in universities in Wales. They're also the first one to announce in Wales, so it obviously attracted a huge amount of attention. I'm one of those people that fundamentally believes that education should be free for the student, and I'm bitterly disappointed that Aberystwyth has taken the decision to declare it £9,000. We all know this isn't a progressive step. The Westminster government told us that it would only be the minority of elite institutions that were going to 9, not the vast majority that we're seeing all over the place. We've worked extremely hard in the last 12 months to try and change this result, because as soon as the wheels were set in motion back in November by the Westminster government, we lobbied the hell out of the out of Cardiff Bay with the Welsh Assembly government, and also our university to take steps which are appropriate so we're not pricing students out of university. We have made some concessions, but I think for £9,000 it's not enough. I'm really worried about the sustainability of the university now, as I made people aware already. There's going to be some serious challenges up ahead. I don't think that Aberystwyth University has set itself apart from the rest of them. I don't think that the current provisions in place are going to actually attract that many more students in, and I think we're in a lot of trouble. So sorry to give you that bleak statement. We need to ensure that, regardless of the fee level situation, the Students' Union is lobbying to improve the teaching facilities on campus, and delivering research-led learning, serious commitments to bringing those students from the poorest backgrounds to university. University is a privilege, and for the able and not those that are able to pay. Just moving on from that, I'll happily field questions on it later on. In terms of the annual student submission, this is an academic statement which Bethan will be going on about a little bit later, but we're going to be giving the university a bit of a grilling on again, what we've highlighted before, the consistency of standards across the university. Again, this is something which we're trying to tighten up now for the next institutional review. What's that? Okay, sorry. Student housing, we made major concessions on that. University will be buying up new portfolios. We're also seeing, we've actually been able in the last year to save residential support tutor networks across the university. I'm really happy about this. On a final note to you guys, it's been a pleasure to serve the student body in Aberystwyth at the local and national level. Thank you for becoming more politically active. I know there's only 101 of you in the room, but you are out there. But this needs to continue. The elections have been a brilliant success in attracting a far broader selection of students. I'd like to thank the staff of the Guild and Simon Cameron, who's worked tirelessly to ensure, and also DPC, to make sure that these policy actually functions in the Guild and we actually held to account. Throughout all the challenges I couldn't have wished for a better sabbatical team. One that I can say are not just colleagues but also my closest friends. Thank you for all that you do, and it has been an amazing year. So and best of luck to the incoming team now. You won't be as good as us. Nice one.
He's not here at the moment. He's gone to get some ballot boxes from the union in case there is an election. So
I definitely don't have as much to say as John, as usual, so I'll be short and sweet. Well, I've bullet pointed what I've done over the year in my report, so it's always like to see them. I won't go on. I think last night we had the AU Awards last night, which probably headlines the year as a whole. It was a good evening, and one that was truly enjoyable. Martin Jones attended, our Pro Vice Chancellor, and he was in the union until 1:30 as well. So we got our claws into Martin Jones as well last night. But like I said, it's all in the report for you to read. I'm not going to carry on. I just want to thank the SAB team for this year, helping me out.